The internet, folks. It's a wild, wild west out there. A lawless digital frontier, teeming with scammers, hackers, and digital ne'er-do-wells. But fear not, dear citizens of the web, for protecting us is a new breed of hero, the cyber fighter. These brave souls are the unsung guardians of the digital realm, tirelessly working behind the scenes to keep our data safe. They are the digital equivalent of knights in shining armor, except they probably wear hoodies and drink a lot of energy drinks. Every time you log on to your bank account or buy something online, you're trusting that someone is making sure that information doesn't end up in the wrong hands. And that someone is often a cyber fighter. So, the next time you're able to seamlessly order a pizza online at 3 a.m., thank the cyber fighters who made it possible. They are the silent guardians of the digital world, and we owe them a debt of gratitude. Alright, so we've established that cyber fighters are the digital equivalent of Batman, but without the cool gadgets and brooding demeanor. But who are they, really? Cyber fighters come from all walks of life. Some are tech whizzes who've been coding since they were in diapers. Others are former hackers who've decided to use their powers for good, and some are just ordinary folks passionate about keeping the internet safe. They are the digital detectives, the code whisperers, the guardians of the digital galaxy. In short, cyber fighters are the unsung heroes of the digital age. Imagine a castle, right? But instead of stone walls, it's built with code. And instead of archers on the ramparts, it's got firewalls and intrusion detection systems. That's basically the internet. Now imagine trying to defend that castle from an army of hackers, all armed with sophisticated tools and malicious intent. That's the daily reality for cyber fighters. One of their most important jobs is to find and fix vulnerabilities before the bad guys can exploit them. Think of it like patching up holes in the castle walls before the enemy can storm through. They do this by running regular security scans, testing systems for weaknesses, and staying up to date on the latest threats. It's a constant game of cat and mouse, with cyber fighters always trying to stay one step ahead of the bad guys. But it's a game they have to win, because the stakes are just too high. Section 4 Cyber Firefighters containing the damage. Okay, so let's say the worst happens. Despite the best efforts of our digital defenders, the hackers get through. They breach the defenses, steal data, and wreak havoc on the network. What happens then? Well, that's when the cyber fighters really earn their keep. They become digital firefighters, rushing to contain the damage, put out the fires, and get things back to normal as quickly as possible. Incident response is what it's called in the biz, and it's all about damage control. First, they identify the source of the breach and isolate the affected systems. Then, they work to restore data, repair damage, and implement new security measures to prevent future attacks. It's a stressful job, no doubt, but it's also incredibly important, because in the world of cybersecurity, it's not if an attack will happen, but when. Section 5. Staying sharp in a world of cyber threats. Here's the thing about the internet, it's constantly evolving. New technologies emerge, new threats arise, and the bad guys are always finding new and creative ways to wreak havoc. That's why it's so important for cyber fighters to stay ahead of the curve. They need to be constantly learning, adapting, and honing their skills to stay one step ahead of the bad guys. Training and awareness are key. Cyber fighters need to be up to date on the latest threats, vulnerabilities, and attack methods. They need to know how to use the latest security tools and technologies. And they need to be able to think like a hacker in order to anticipate their next move. But it's not just about technical skills. Cyber fighters also need to have strong communication and problem-solving skills. They need to be able to work effectively in teams. And they need to be able to explain complex technical concepts to non-technical people. Section 6. The future of cyber warfare, a brave new world. So what does the future hold for our intrepid cyber warriors? Well, one thing's for sure, it's going to be a wild ride. As technology continues to advance at a dizzying pace, so too will the threats we face online. Artificial intelligence, the Internet of Things, quantum computing, these are just a few of the emerging technologies that are poised to revolutionize the digital landscape. But these same technologies that hold so much promise also present new and unprecedented challenges for cybersecurity. AI-powered attacks, for example, could be used to launch highly sophisticated and targeted attacks that are difficult to detect and even harder to defend against. The Internet of Things, with its billions of connected devices, presents a vast and vulnerable attack surface for hackers to exploit. And quantum computing, with its ability to break even the most sophisticated encryption algorithms, could render our current security measures obsolete. The future of cyber defense is likely to be a complex and ever-changing landscape, requiring a new generation of cyber fighters who are adaptable, innovative, and relentless in their pursuit of a secure digital future.